we were at this park one time, and this cop, we were on the, like, it's a lot like this. We were over here, and we drove to the other side, and there's like a bathroom in a park. And this cop just flashlights us as we're sitting in the car, not even doing anything. It just scared the fuck out of us. I just dipped out. I'm like,
all right, well, we're on. Do you want me to start over, or are you good?
No, we're good.
Okay, so my question is a religious in nature. It's very general. We're all going to die someday. What do you think happens next? So do you want to go first? First of all, my name is Jeff.
Alex, I have a couple of different theories.
Okay.
I'm a religious man. I don't set with a certain religion. I just believe there's a higher power.
Okay.
One of my things is, my most prominent ones is, it's a title card.
What's that?
Title card.
Title card?
Yeah, like it's just black. It turns black. Title card, and then you get to either choose to ascend to heaven or stay and live another life.
Oh.
That's one of my theories. Another one is it's either heaven, hell, Valhalla, wherever you decide to, wherever your belief is.
Yeah.
Essentially. I have another one where you're conscious, but you're floating around somebody.
Okay.
So like a ghost, but not.
Like not able to communicate with them?
Communicate, touch, anything like that.
Yeah.
So you just float around in the area you died in.
Which is your favorite theory?
I don't have a favorite.
Okay.
I just believe there's a higher power, and he, she, they, whatever it is, has a path for us that we're supposed to take.
Okay.
So.
And do you think you could ever know it?
No, I don't believe it's trueable to tell. I do believe, though, that we have a soul.
Yeah.
I will say that. There is a little bit of science that I've seen that shows that we have a soul.
Okay.
A body should not lose its weight after death.
Yeah.
We've recorded after about 40 minutes, we lose about I think it's 2 grams of weight. And it's not like gas blowing out.
Yeah.
So
you have a soul, and your soul has weight.
That's what my belief.
Some kind of weight.
That's one of my strongest theories, is that we at least have something.
So if it has weight, it must have material. You know what I mean?
That's a fair point. I wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I really haven't thought about it. I just have theories.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So I guess we'll hear from you.
So I'm not really a religious person.
What's your name? I'm Jeff.
I'm Logan.
Logan. Logan Alex, you
Alex,
said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really a religious person, but I believe there's an afterlife in some way.
Sounds similar.
Because like I'm really into like the ghost explorations and all that.
Oh,
So I do believe that there's some form of afterlife, whether it's at heaven down there or just here, and you relive your past life.
And do you have you experienced a ghost yourself?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my house is haunted. Yeah.
Like how serious are you about that? Like you just watch videos about it, or you actually participate?
I do it occasionally. It depends on whether my friends want to do it or not. Like as a kid,
Joliet Lumberyard is actually used to be pretty haunted, and there's always been there for that. I think it burned down though.
Yeah,
that's in the last 2 years.
Okay. That is a sign of something.
So you believe there's like certain places that are more full of ghosts?
Yeah, it's more of like a feeling. Like if you're going ghost exploring, you'll know when certain spots are like more like heavier, spirit wise, or there's just something there. Like temperatures will change. You'll have a gut feeling.
Okay.
All that. Yeah, I'm pretty big on that.
So, do either of you have any kind of a church background or religious background that you've come from?
Yeah, I went to Catholic schools my entire life, but
like senior high too?
Yeah.
High school? Okay.
I didn't really follow through with any of it. Like I just did my sacraments and all that. And
was there a certain point where you rejected what you were hearing, or like consciously said, you know what, I don't believe this?
Rejecting it. It was just the fact that it was like something that's like, it's just like not my like cup of tea. Like going from Catholic schools my entire life, it's just like,
was it
it was force fed down me. I'm like, I'm not listening to this.
Yeah.
I was in after school Catholic school. So like I went to school, and then later in the night I went somewhere and sort of taught. So I was born and raised in Catholicism. My graduation, so whatever year I did my confirmation, I I think that's the year I went into high school. I realized I'm like, there's a higher power, but I don't know if it's this religion or this religion or this religion. So that's why I say there's a higher power.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of religions that say there is.
Yeah.
Each one's just a little bit different.
Yeah. And I know Catholic Church teaches that it's the only way, right? Or the only correct way.
Again,
that sort of thing.
I believe there's a higher power. I don't stand with a religion, though.
Yeah. So, what would be the main thing about Catholicism that each of you finds, say, objectionable or turns you off or tells you, I don't want this?
It's the use of arguments. So, prominently the LGBTQ community, there are things where it says that it's good and there's things where it says it's bad. Most of the time, it's only one side of the argument being used.
Okay.
I don't believe the Bible in any sort or any fashion should be used as an argument. It's been around for so long and there's so many different variations, we don't know which one's exactly true. You can believe which one is true, but I don't think it should be used as an argument.
Yeah.
That's where I think I lost my grab of Catholicism.
It doesn't have authority, maybe?
It has authority, but
Bible?
There's too many back and forths in it. Like, there's one side that says it's good, there's one side that says it's not. To me, it's just an open...
Okay.
Again, I haven't read a Bible in a couple of years. I have a Bible in my room. It's actually like a comic book version. It's my next book to read. So, I got the 48 Laws of Power that's next, and then I'm working on The Prince by Machiavelli right now.
Okay.
So...
Interesting book list.
The Bible's made for like you to interpret. That's what I've learned throughout like all the time being in Catholic schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like whatever you feel like relates most. Like some people find a Bible verse and stick with it their entire life.
Yeah.
And relate to it so much.
Yeah.
Other people, it's just like how I am, where it's like, yeah, you believe that. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But I know the Bible has some form for us to interpret. No matter.
I mean, it's stood the test of time as far as like people believing it, reading it, following it. So it's got to be something to it. You know, if so many people are into it, and so like scholars are proponents of the Bible, but. I want to respect you guys' time. I know you got to get to class.
I appreciate
it. Just to let you know.
Thoughts?
I am a Christian, not Catholic, but I go to what's called a non-denominational church, and so I do believe that there is a God who. So get a lot of non-denominational churches, they focus on what does the Bible say, as opposed to say like a Catholic church or a denominational like a Lutheran or Methodist. They kind of like. They've been around so long that they've built up traditions, and sometimes their traditions become more important than what does the Bible actually say. So in my church, we try to get back to the Bible before all the traditions kicked in, and so talking to Catholics like you guys, I would say there's a lot of traditions in the Catholic Church that are really good, but the thing that makes them good is that they're based on the Bible. And then there's a lot of traditions in the Catholic Church that are, I would say, not good because they're not based on the Bible. So what I'm saying is it's not the church teachings or authority that's important, it's what does the Bible say? And then I think you said some people like hang on to a certain verse, or I think both of you probably said you can interpret it in different ways. Mm-hmm. And so, I also believe that's true, that people use it for their own agenda. What I would say to that is, if what you believe isn't something that the whole Bible, as a whole supports, it's probably not true. So like people used it to justify slavery, for example. Well, there are certain verses that may make it appear that slavery is condoned in the Bible,
Yeah.
But if you take it as a whole, for example, the Bible starts off saying we're all made in God's image. Basically, we should respect one another because they're fellow image bearers of God. So how could you enslave someone who's, made in God's image? And so I would go back to that and say, no, that's not right. Slavery, I couldn't enslave someone,
Yeah.
So I do believe the Bible's correct and true. I do read it for myself, read it many times through. I try to take the Bible as a whole rather than camp out on one particular passage
each passage has its own use in the daily life. Is one of my thoughts. There are people that use it for strength. They use it to make themselves fearless. Each verse has its own meaning to oneself.
Yeah.
So.
And I've discovered that some of those passages, throughout my life, they've taken on different meanings. So like I start to have like a deeper meaning or a deeper I see how it applies to my life in different ways. So I want to give you guys a gift. It's a book about the Bible and Christianity in general. Add this to your reading list. So, and it kind of answers that question. I think you were saying, Alex, that the Bible was rewritten and there's which version is correct and all that sort of thing. And I think there's a chapter on that too. So, yeah. So I'm going to turn this off and
what's your
let's
channel?
guys get going. I'll give you my card.